Let's now settle for the details. A member of parliament for Banda, Ibrahim Ahmed, wants a law to empower the various development authorities in the country for progress. The member of parliament has realized that if the development authorities are brought under the local government ministry, enough money would be generated for grassroots advancement. He was speaking in an interview here in Accra.
Last administration would have been the best. You have a lawyer who used to be a deputy, now as Minister for Local Government, and that was Ajia Alima. You have Honorable Obiamwa, who was chairing the Subsidiary Legislation Committee then for 8 years, who passed all the legislative instruments concerning the local government administration itself, now becoming a deputy minister for local government. You had called the same thing. But when we gave them those roles, we took the financial resources from them and sent them to Government Special Development Initiative Ministry. So they were there, but the resources were not there. Maybe after this contribution or the observation, you may have to do another assessment of the IPEC, that's infrastructure for poverty eradication. When they appear before the Poverty Reduction Committee, out of 1,533 projects initiated by the Middle Belt Development Authority, only 15% were completed in 4 years. Out of about 700 and something projects by the Northern Development, only 20. The combined effect is that for the 4 years, they could not complete 24% of all the programs that they started. So you go from Azim to Paga, and you see uncompleted toilets, uncompleted school buildings, uncompleted infrastructure. Uncompleted programs means that the value for money is not there, and they cannot be completed. So clearly, if those resources were given to the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, the data you've presented wouldn't have been that same story. They could have eliminated a lot of the schools, markets would have been built, some feeder roads would have been fixed, and the data and the observation of the ordinary Ghanaian would have been different. So if the election is not done, what I think as part of your recommendations must be that the development authorities must be brought under the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development. Strengthen them, and they will deliver. Then you are talking of, I think it was Dr. Akwete, who said, because we are closer to elections, we must make a start, and maybe politicians, we have to shelve this, and then after 2024, we revisit it. I beg to differ. In 2023, we are going to local government assembly elections. If the division between the two parties, where we said, if you think Ghanaians want it, go and do the referendum. And once you get the referendum outcome, whatever you bring, amendment of the other constitutional provisions and the necessary act, we in Parliament will do it. I think that must be taken into consideration as well.